This is That Guy Jig Sports Podcast. I am him, JIG. Subscribe, rate, and review. Apple, Amazon, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast. Check us out. We're also on Instagram, That Guy Jig. We're kicking the week off. The first one of the three. You know how it is. You know how we do it. I hope everyone is having a good week. I hope the new year is off to the year that you would like it to be. And if not, let's make it that way. Let's make it how we want. Let's make it how we want. But at any rate, we're talking college ball. Once again, congratulations to Michigan. Congratulations to the University of Washington. Congratulations on everyone who completed a successful campaign this year in college football. But that circus has ended, and now we're starting up a new one. Things are moving. I tell you about the transfer portal all the time because I want you to be well acclimated. I don't want you going around upset. I don't want you, don't be upset about this. This is a beautiful thing. Do not listen to the naysayers who are out there telling you the transfer portal is bad for sport. Listen, the transfer portal is opportunity. Opportunity. Teams cannot hoard all the talent anymore, and that's what these coaches are mad about. That's what they're mad about. The portal is an opportunity to seize the day. And this is no pun intended, but Ryan Day at Ohio State is seizing just that. He is taking that opportunity. He's using the portal to create a team, to create a juggernaut that can dethrone Michigan, that he can beat that team. He can go back to the playoff as a Big Ten champion. He can look himself in the mirror and say, I did it without Herb. I did it without Herb. That's what he can do. But he can only do that if this team that he is bringing in the portal is successful. Sidebar about this team. He's bringing in so much talent that I predict Aaron Nolan, that 5-star quarterback at Ohio State, will transfer. He will hit the portal. I do not believe with Julian Sayin committing, with Will Howard committing, that they will be able to keep Aaron Nolan in the year of the portal. This is the years of the portal. We aren't hoarding talent anymore. It's spread evenly. It's spread across the board. Ryan Day is doing something up there, folks. Like I just said, he got Julian Sayin from Bama. He got Caleb Downs from Bama. I cannot emphasize enough how good Caleb Downs is at the sport of football. He is an elite. Anybody who can lead an Alabama, an SEC championship squad in total tackles is not to be trifled with. And this young man has 3 years of eligibility remaining. And now he's going to probably the next best defensive coordinator that he could go play for. As far as he committed to Bama because we know why. But now he gets to go play for Jim Knowles. Jim Knowles is a defensive guru. And this is a great defensive guy to go play for. And why not go play for a defensive guru if you are the best safety in college football? Why not? Why settle for second tier? And Ohio State, folks, make no bones about it. Ohio State is using the transfer portal for what it is intended, to improve and enhance your roster. To improve and enhance. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with building a roster through the portal. Go ahead. Do what you do. If you're successful at it, how can I hate? How can you hate? You can't hate on something that's successful. You can try to. That's just like hating on the Chiefs. You sound stupid, man. I mean, at the end of the day, they do what needs to be done to win football games. Do they have sometimes 11 versus 12? Sure, I'm with you. Sometimes it seems like they get a little extra help. But maybe they're just that good, folks. I think there's a direct correlation with being that good and thinking that you're cheating. There's a direct correlation. Look at Michigan. They were so good, they had to find a reason to hate on this squad. I'm telling you, when the dust settles, we will look back and say, this Michigan defense was great. Now, getting back on topic, because I like to stray. No dog, but I like to stray. What I'm saying is, with this portal, with what Ohio State has done, now keep in mind, Ohio State is ranked 7th, and they only have 6 commits in the portal. 7 total, 6 that are classified, which I don't like doing that. All right, I don't like doing that. Sorry. But they have 7 total commits, and they are ranked number 7 because of the quality of the steak. They went for quality over quantity. See, the portal is a buffet. You can go in there and get what you want. There's over 1,800 student athletes in one place that you can pick from. That's like shooting a gun in a barrel. Of course, I hope you get a fish. I hope you get an apple. What are we talking about here? This is a buffet. So you can go into this buffet with 2 things. If you've been listening, you know what I say about buffets. You either go for quality or you go for quantity. When I go to a buffet, I'm going for straight quantity. I'm not there to make it look good. I know why I'm there. And that is to put up numbers. So when it comes to this portal, that's what certain teams are doing. South Carolina, they got 20 total people in the portal. 16 3-stars and 4 4-stars. Some would say that's a buffet for quantity. Ohio State, they got 7. They got 2 5-stars and 3 4-stars. That's quality. That's quality. Oregon, 1 5-star, 4 4-stars, and 5 3-stars. Quality. Texas, 1 5-star and 5 4-stars. They're going for quality. So you see. So what I'm saying is, and for another example, Louisville. This is quantity, folks. This is 5 4-stars and 21 3-stars. See, that's what I'm telling you. You can get quality and you can get quantity. And listen, I'm going to take it a step further on this breakdown. Only certain universities are going to be able to get quality. Only certain universities will be able to get quality. The top 10 in the transfer portal: Ole Miss, A&M, Florida State, Louisville, Oregon, Colorado, Ohio State, Texas, South Carolina, and Washington. Only 4 of the top 10 have at least 1 5-star. Ole Miss, Oregon, Ohio State, and Texas. So only certain schools are going to be able to get that quality because there's not going to be many 5-stars in the portal to begin with. You get most of your 5-stars will enter the portal after coaching changes, after coaches retires. That's pretty much it. Other than that, 5-stars are staying where they are because 5-stars understand. 5-stars, when you get that 5-star, you're going to college, you are getting treated a little bit different. You're going there playing, you're either starting playing, or you're getting a hell of a lot of playing time. Either way, you're playing. So that's why you don't see many 5-stars leave, unless there's coaching changes. So now when you have a limited group of players even available, now you even have to limit that group even more because only certain universities can even show up on their caller ID. You think Louisville University is showing up on Julian Sayan's call log? Hell no. They can't even get the guy's number, let alone to get him to commit. Forget about it. The portal is quality and there's quantity. Now, some of these schools, Texas A&M, Colorado, Louisville, South Carolina, these schools are going to be able to develop. When you can develop kids, when you can develop players into great players, then that's when the portal is dangerous. That's when those 3-stars become 4-stars and potentially even 5. Keep in mind, I think the star system is really childish, but I understand it. Okay, keep in mind, I think it's childish. I think it's irrelevant. I think sometimes it just comes down to the player. I think sometimes it comes down to the player because when we're talking about these stars and when we're talking about the star system, a lot of this is combine. A lot of this is 7-on-7. A lot of this is, practice All-American shit. This is when you see the, the Instagram videos or the YouTube videos. A lot of these guys don't have good game film. I'm just going to call it how it is. Some of these guys don't have good game film. And that's why sometimes you see the struggle. So the 5-star to me, is kind of overrated. And I'll give you a good point. I rather personally take a 3-star from the state of Texas or a 3-star from the state of Oklahoma over a 5-star or a guy who has a 5-star in say Missouri or Wyoming or Colorado or Utah, Idaho, Oregon, Washington. And I'm not trying to be a jerk, but let's just be honest here. There's 3 stars in the state of Texas that no one ever hears about because Texas has so many high school football teams. There's 3 stars in the state of Florida that no one ever hears about because Florida produces so many athletes. I mean, I'm pretty sure the state of Texas and the state of Florida have produced the 1 and 2 or maybe 1 and 3 as far as top professional, NFL football players. The top of the top, the cream. The thing we all strive to be. At least some of us. But what I'm telling you is the star system's overrated. It's overrated as hell. Sometimes it just comes down to if the guy can play football. Can he play football? Can he put his hand in the dirt? Can he get downhill? Can he make a contested catch? Does he run good routes? Can he get off a man press? Can he read the hole, bounce, bang, bend? Can the quarterback read the cover 2? Can the quarterback read the RPO? DN stays, give, DN goes, you go. I mean, what are we doing here? These are the things that I think we're getting away from. Just like Greg Popovich, for example, different sport, different level, but he says, we can't even talk about different things of the game because we're still learning the fundamentals. And I think it's the same with football, man. I think it's the same with football. We're losing out on the fundamentals because of this star system shit. Seriously. Everybody's worried about being a 5-star. Everybody's worried about being an Under Armour All-American. Everybody's worried about, having a million followers, a 700,000 NIL deal. And this sounds really old. Sounds like a really old harp coming on right now. But I'm just telling you, the fundamentals of the game are diminishing. I understand what Goat Brady is talking about when he says the fundamentals are different. They are. Just look at the routes receivers run. There's only a few route technicians left in the world. And listen, for all the route technicians out there of old, you know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. The average, let's watch a game over a bowl of nuts between the guys in an 18-pack. You don't know what I'm talking about. But the guy that loves the smell of the rubber coming off the turf during the summer camp, you know what I'm talking about. This is a whole different level. We're losing out on this. This is why you're starting to see more talent come from I wouldn't even say more talent's coming from Division I AA or Division II, NAIA, HBCUs. I wouldn't even say more is coming from there because the talent's always been there. But I think there's more emphasis on looking there because sometimes the name can be misleading. But that's just how I feel about the star system. Now, I don't think it's completely unnecessary. I do like it because as a competitor, I want to be able to look at you and say I'm better than you. I want to be able to say I'm ranked higher than you. I just wish maybe if it was more about the game film. And I know that's so hard to do, but these combines, man, that stuff's expensive, man. There's context to a lot of these stuff. There's context to that. That's why I say that star system is weird, man. It's weird. You really got to have a lot in your corner. But moving on, shout out to Ryan Day. I hope this translates because let me tell you something. Let me tell you something right now. Back to Ryan Day. Survival will show you stuff like this. This man's recruiting his ass off because he knows if he doesn't beat Michigan this year, if he doesn't go to a Big Ten championship, if Ohio State's not in the playoff, he's gone. Because when you're up there with the Blue Bloods, when you're up there with national champions, you are expected. You are expected to compete for championships. And that's what that's what he's been tasked to do. He has competed for championships. You can't deny that. Ryan Day has definitely competed for championships, but he hasn't beat Michigan and he hasn't won a Big Ten championship in 2 years. That's a problem. That's a problem at Ohio State. I'm rooting for this Buckeye. I like the cut of Ryan Day's jib, personally. That's just me. Say what you want. But moving on, because this is the last thing. See, in times of war, in times of crisis, somebody's getting paid, folks. I want you guys to understand what I'm saying. What I'm telling you right now is in the time of war, when the right hand is giving you all the gestures, giving you all the signs, I want you to stay focused on that left. Because what's happening at Alabama right now, everybody's crying, everybody's upset. Alabama fan base is finally understanding what it means to be a college football fan base again. Snap back to reality. Oop, there goes Rabbit. Eminem tried to tell you it happens, man. I'm not saying it's over, but what I'm saying is all those years of waking up and knowing that my team is going to compete for a national championship, all those years of waking up saying, we're going to a bowl game, we're going to win 10 games this year, maybe 11. At the worst, we'll finish second in the SEC, maybe third on a down year. That shit's dead, man. Welcome. Welcome back to the pain train. Welcome. Hey, everybody, let's welcome back Alabama fans. Let's welcome them back. Come on. Give them some love. Let's welcome them back because they are back to reality. You're back to reality. And reality hit the moment Nick Saban said, I quit. The moment Nick Saban said, I'm done, I'm hanging it up, I've done enough for this shit. This game is a young man's game. The moment he said that, reality set in. 10 players have hit that portal. 10 players have hit that portal. What's funny is 3 of those 5 stars that I talked about, 3 of the 5 stars that I talked about that were in the portal were from Alabama. 10 players total. Texas and Ohio State so far have gotten the most with 2 apiece. These 2 seem to be waiting. They were kind of waiting, So Texas and Ohio State each got a little pick. A&M, Florida State, Auburn, Ole Miss, Iowa, and Florida, they also got up in there. When the Nick was away, they started to play. And they all got them a little something. They all got them a little trinklet. And that's funny, man, because like I said, during a time of crisis, someone's getting their pockets lined. And right now, it's looking like Ohio State. Texas did get some stuff from them, too. Texas got that man Bond, Isaiah Bond. Great receiver. He's going to do some great things for Steve Sarkisian. So overall, man, just get ready, folks. Get ready, man. Next year is the first year of a 12-team college playoff. The first time ever. Next year is the first year of OU and Texas in the SEC. Next year is the first year of Washington, Oregon, and UCLA and USC in the Big Ten. Next year is the first year of Utah, Arizona State. All those Pac-12 schools are going to the Big 12. Not to mention, folks, the ACC added a few teams. So what I'm telling you is this is about to get crazy. And I'm telling you, it's going to slow down a bit. It's going to slow down a bit, but I'm not. I'm going to be on top of this, letting you know what's going on. Because listen, where there's knowledge, There's money to be made. Because I'm going to keep you updated on all these rosters that are making significant moves. I mean, significant moves. And what we are going to do is we're going to figure it out, folks. And this is That Guy Jig Sports Podcast. I am him, JIG. Subscribe, rate, and review, please. Subscribe, rate, and review. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And then we can all be friends. I mean, come on. That is a party, folks. Let's party together. This is the first of the three. You know how we do it. The first of the three. We got the NBA and the NFL coming up next. We got Terry Rozier going to the Miami Heat in the NBA. We got Lamar versus Patrick in the NFL. We got the Lions versus the 49ers. I mean, it's getting, guys, it's the most wonderful time. This is That Guy Jig Sports Podcast. I am him. Peace.